cuties. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is Friday, yay! October the 7th, 2022. And this is the Bold and the Beautiful edition. All right, guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna have to give it a 7. It was pretty solid. Let's get right into this. We start off with Steffi, and she's saying, "Oh God, Mom, please listen to what Dad has to say. You've wanted this for so long. Please let you guys be getting together. Oh, we can be a family." And then she calls Thomas. Or Thomas calls her. I don't know. I don't really care which one of them did it. But at the end of the day, the conversation is about, yes, our parents are going to be together. She says, but I don't know, Thomas, because Mom was she was adamant that she was done with Dad. She was tired of him flip-flopping. She didn't want to do it anymore. And he says, but she loves Dad, and it's finally happening. They're finally going to be together. It's everything that they've wanted. So she has to be with him. We have to make it work. And she says, I don't know. She was just so tired. And I don't know if she's in the right headspace to even listen to Dad right now. I said, any day of the week, Taylor is in the right headspace to listen to Ridge. But let's go with this. She said, I don't know if she's in the right headspace. And they're just so concerned. They want their mom together. They say it's finally happening. It's right at their fingertips. They're going to get their mommy and daddy back. I'm so dang dramatic. Sorry. Let's move on. So then Brooke is on the phone with Donna, right? And so Donna is saying, yeah, girl, he went to Aspen. And she said, he's following Taylor. She said, and Donna said, Steffi's there. Maybe he wants to see the cabin and decide he wants to buy it. You don't know why. And Brooke said, girl. Now, we both know he's following after his ex-wife. It makes no sense. And she said, then he didn't even tell me he was going. 1 + 1 is not equaling today. It is not equaling today. So I'm trying to figure out what is going on. And Donna says, oh, girl, just call me back. She said, I need to get that jet and I need to go today. So then Eric comes back and he's like, hey, Donna, we can go to the Caribbean, because the jet is back and they're ready. We're going to be ready to go. And she said, why don't we go somewhere locally? Just drive. And he said, if that's what you want to do. And so then she starts telling him about Ridge and Brooke. And he said, he took the jet and Taylor and Steffi are there. She said, yes, I think he going there to do something with Taylor. He said, do you think that he and Brooke broke up? She was like, I know they was having problems, but he left Brooke. And she said, Brooke didn't even know. And she was like, and Taylor and Steffi are there. And Eric is just dumbfounded. He cannot believe this is happening. And Donna cannot believe this is happening as well. So then Brooke tries to call Ridge again. He not picking up, Mama. He says, he either has his phone turned off or he got her going straight to voicemail, because either way, he is not answering her calls. So then Brooke runs out and she gets on the jet and she said, I'm here. And the pilot like, here for what, man? What you doing here? And he said, Mrs. Forster, what you doing here? She said, you didn't get my text? I'm going to Aspen. He said, we just came back from Aspen. Now, the pilot probably is like, nah, I know I dropped your husband off at Aspen. And you like, you ain't say nothing about. But anyways, so she says, I need to go to Aspen. It's a matter of my marriage or my life or something. She, Brooke dramatic like I am. So she was dramatic with it. And he said, we'll get you going. And then he says, well, we got to wait in line for takeoff, to clear takeoff. She said, can't you speed it up? He said, man, we're at the mercies of the waiting list. We've done everything that we could possibly do. He said something else, but I can't remember. He said, we've done everything we possibly do, but we're filled up, we're ready to go. And so I'm gonna get you there as soon as I can. And she says, thank you. So then Brooke started thinking back, right? Because she's like, why would Ridge leave, not even tell me he's going, and go and because she know he's following after his ex-wife? Why would he do that? And so she starts thinking back to their last conversation when they were talking about who could have possibly called CPS on Thomas, and how did y'all see Ridge had a pine cone there? I said, I didn't even pay attention to that, but he left that pine cone right there. And I said, but anyways, so she was like, recalling their last conversation and how she told him, I don't know who did this, but is Thomas okay? And then all of a sudden he was like, I left something at the office, lying. I left something at the office, and then he leaves or whatever. So then when he leaves, she just thinks about like, what was it? And I said, oh, are you putting the pieces together, Brooke? Yeah, put them together, girl, because you know the reason. You just don't know the reason. You know what I mean? And so then Donna calls Brooke and she says, Eric just got a notification from the pilot that you're on the plane and it's taking off. And she said, yes. She said, I just don't know why Ridge would do this. He didn't even tell me he was going. I don't understand why, I thought we were working on our marriage. So I'm just confused by all of this. I said, let's move on. So then we see Ridge and Taylor, right? And he said, girl, I forgot you ran track. What you doing all those trophies? I said, Ridge, this ain't the time to make jokes. Now, when Taylor be trying to make jokes, you don't want to hear it. And so now she like, where I do with the trophies, I buried them. I said, girl, you know you're not going to bury them trophies for long. You're going to dig them up. And so she said, I buried them like other things should be buried, like my feelings for you. I'm paraphrasing. And he says, Taylor, I love you and I want to be with you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I don't want to go another day without being by your side. And she said, Ridge, it sounds good. And you know, all them romantic things to make me feel good and be like, okay. She said, but at the end of the day, you go back to Brooke and I can't be doing this. I can't get my hopes up again and be like, oh, I got him. He's my man. But then there you go, right on back to Brooke. And then I'm left heartbroken. And he says, it's not like that. And she said, well, what is it? Like, what has Brooke done? And he says, I don't want to talk about that. And she says, that concerns me. Now, at this point, they go to commercial break and come back. And Ridge is standing there thinking about the phone call where he hears Brooke say, where he hears what he think is Brooke calling CPS. It's Brooke Logan about Thomas. You need to get there. He has a knife. That is the real reason you are with Taylor, sir. The fact that you're thinking about that right now, that's the real reason. And you could sit here and you could lie to Taylor all day long and you could lie to yourself all day long, but you're mad at Brooke right now. And that's why you're all up in Taylor's face. And Taylor says, the fact that you don't want to talk about Brooke makes me think it's something to do with Brooke. Like, what has happened? And he says, it's nothing. I just realized, I was standing on the balcony at Dad's and a pine cone hit me in the head. And she started laughing. He said, you think that's funny? He was like, yes, a pine cone hit me in the head. And I realized I want to be with you. And so then Taylor starts running again. I said, girl. He said, please stop running. And so she's taking off. He says, I'm going to follow you. I don't know why you're running. I'm going to continue to follow you. And then she's running and running. And then he finally says, Taylor, stop. I'm going to have a heart attack out here chasing you. And she says, well, stop chasing me. He says, I'll never stop chasing you because I love you. And I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm repeating it because that's what he said. He repeated it. And he said, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And I'm over Brooke. It will never be a back and forth again. I choose you. I want to be a family. And we were robbed. I said, who robbed you? I know y'all not putting this off on Brooke. Like Steffi talking to Thomas, putting this off on Brooke. It's because of Brooke. Brooke is the reason why mom and dad are not together. It's because of Brooke. No, it's not. Your daddy, Brooke did not hold a gun to your dad's head. Ridge has a choice, just like the same way he flew his butt out here to talk to Taylor before he ended things with Brooke. All of his actions are showing a man that is hurt, and he's trying to get payback on Brooke for what he thinks she has done. This isn't love, Taylor. Don't fall for this. This man is upset with Brooke. This has nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with him wanting to spend the rest of his life with you. You are once again falling to be second best, and she told him she didn't want to be second best. He said, you're not. I'm done with Brooke. I will never, ever, ever in my life go back with Brooke. Y'all know I'm paraphrasing because he said it like one time, but he did say he was never go back to Brooke, and he's done with her, and he doesn't want that relationship ever again. He is Taylor's man, and that's it. She don't have to worry about Brooke not one more day. And Taylor said, I can't do it. I just can't. And he says, please, I love you. I want to be with you. And then she says, so what do you say? And then she says, and she punches him on the arm. And I said, oh God. And we all know that's when Taylor finna get all girly with them and giggly. And she said, I'm sorry. And I said, yes, Taylor, you better not take that man back. What took you so long? I said, well, I'll be a monkey's behind. I'll be John Brown. What in the world? And that's how it went off with her going into Ridge's arms and kissing him and stuff. I said, Lord have mercy, this girl done took this man back. You know, Taylor, my girl, and I didn't want her with him. I'm just going to be honest because this is nothing but heartbreak for you, Taylor. But if this is what you want, go ahead and get it. Because, baby, as soon as Ridge finds out that Brooke did not do this, but Brooke, don't take him back. Don't take him back. And Taylor, when you find out that he came to you because he was mad at Brooke again, don't take him back either. Both of you need to leave him alone. Leave him right where he stands. But anyways, it was a magical moment. They're kissing and they show the whole scenery and the overhead camera is going around and you see the trees and Taylor's picking up her leg and putting it back down. I said, now she's going to repeat this kiss in her head a few times when he leaves her for Brooke again, because he's going to leave her for Brooke again. And Taylor is my girl. And, you know, I wanted her not to be with them because I already know the heartbreak that she's in store, that they have in store for her. But this is what you want. Go ahead and be with the man then, girl. Yes, Vicky, this story is completely crazy, but you're right, it is a soap and I'm here for it. I stay tuning in even on weeks that they're saying the same thing over and over again. I still stay tuning in because I like it. I still like it. Um, Lisa said, yes, Lisa. I believe they're gonna drag this whole storyline out. So I'm with you. I think Hope is gonna end up going to Thomas. Taylor is gonna end up having Ridge, and then once they're settled in and all these new couples have shifted and reworked, all of a sudden they're gonna find out the truth, and then everything's gonna be up in the air again. I do believe that as well. Yes. And Judy says Taylor might be having a strong daydream. No, it wasn't a daydream. If it was a daydream, it's went on for a few episodes. It's went on for two episodes now. I don't think this was a daydream. I wish she was having a daydream because I don't want her with Ridge, but this is real. Linda said, "Did you see how Ridge ran after Taylor? Taylor outran him. It's funny you said that because then today they say, oh, she used to be a track star, so she was running. So yes. Valerie says she loves Brooke and Steffi has been pushing to keep pushing Ridge towards, Taylor. Yeah. I mean, Brooke is not my favorite person, but I don't like that he's done her wrong like this. Like, you know what? I don't mind him going to Taylor if that's where he wants to be. The only concern I have is that he didn't end it with Brooke first and then got with Taylor. Because she said she didn't want to be a homebreaker. Well, you making her a homebreaker, but like it's not her fault at this point because I don't know if what she should have said was, Rich, have you ended things with Brooke first before you came to me? Because then I'll know what it is. But the fact that you didn't end things with Brooke, you just got your feelings hurt and then you jump on a plane and come see me. That's what concerns me for Taylor. Hattie says she hopes they don't make Thomas the bad guy again. Let Brooke be the one that called. I mean, we're gonna see. Right now, everything is pointing to Brooke, but honestly, I think it was Thomas. I saw a spoiler that said it was Steffi, and I really doubt it was Steffi. I truly believe the only two people who could have called were Brooke and Thomas, and I honestly think it was Thomas. But we'll see. You never know what they have in store. And Pam says Bill always wanted Brooke. Yes, and Katie knows it. Yes, he does. And I don't know. You know what? I would love if Brooke dropped Ridge and just started dating. That's what I want to see. I want to see Brooke back in the dating game and, see how Ridge reacts to that, because you think you want Taylor, and y'all know Taylor's my girl. You think you want Taylor, but I don't see it I don't see it for the long run, but we'll see. Um Shanti, is it Shanti or Shantae? Shanti, you said I thought they were gonna show the flashback. I thought, honestly, I said, well, are they about to show a flashback with Brooke calling CPS? But no, so that's what makes me believe that they're gonna go back and forth between, was it Thomas, was it Brooke? Was it Thomas? Was it Brooke? Um And Philippe, Ridge is to blame for Taylor's current heartbreak, not Brooke. So let's stop giving Ridge a pass again. I don't think anybody's been giving Ridge a pass, because we've all pretty much been saying this is Ridge's fault. Like, he keeps going back and forth between these two. But I do agree with you that I agree with you, Felicia. I don't look at Brooke's past, because I don't like to bring up anyone else's. The only time I do that is when they like go to calling Brooke like a garden tool, and then I'm like, but y'all pretty much have slept with the same men, and y'all have done the same things that Brooke has done. So if we're gonna bring up her past and who she's been with, then you have to bring up yours. But as far as going from this year, she's done everything that she possibly could to try to get him back. And I agree with you, Felicia, on that. I try not to bring up her past over the last 30 years or so, because I'm just like, he's forgiven her for all that. But for some reason he just can't forgive her on this. Um Sunshine says, yeah, I agree, Sunshine. She's done everything she possibly could. She's banned Deacon. She's banned Bill. She's told any ex, besides Eric, I don't want involvement with you. And she has not, while the whole time, Ridge has gotten to be, like, he had, like, this year, he's barely been in that house. He spent way more time with Taylor than he has his wife this year, and she's literally begged him to come back. Y'all hear, like, she's begged him to come home over and over again, and she's done pretty much anything you could possibly do to try to keep him at home. She's banned everyone from the house. And also, someone else said this in the comment, and it might not have been from yesterday, but it might have been from another day, where you said, all these stuff conspire against Brooke, like with Sheila. And so, knowing that all that happened to her and it wasn't her fault, why wouldn't Ridge at least think that maybe it wasn't Brooke that called, or maybe it was something else happening? And and the fact that he's not going to confront her, because he and Thomas both promised Walter, and Thomas made sure that they got that promise, that they would not confront the person who made the call. This storyline is going to go on for a while, and I hate that. Honestly, I hate that. I like a storyline like 2, maybe 3 months, and then like start wrapping this up, but we know from what happened with Sheila that these storylines can go on a long time, and I'm not really looking forward to that, but we shall see what happens, because they might wrap it up quick. We don't know. Victoria says the storyline is boring and annoying. Don't take Ridge back, and if you do, you are going to be hurt again. I hate that for her, because Taylor is my girl, so I really wanted her to let him go. And LaShanta says, Taylor, be strong. Good. Now Brooke knows how it feels to be meddling in business. And you like Steffi. Okay, just. Oh, yep. You don't care for Brooke. I get it. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You don't care for Brooke. I mean, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people are like, well, Brooke has always meddled and she's been in other people's marriage, so she's just getting what her just due. And I'm just like, okay, but I like Taylor, so I wish she would have talked to Brooke and worked this out with Brooke, or decided in a better way that he didn't want to be with Brooke. So I just feel like my girl about to be hurt in a few months. And that's just is what it is. But it is the weekend, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is the weekend. Be safe, be blessed, enjoy yourselves. And I will see you Monday for all new episodes of What Happened on the Soaps. Days, the Bold and the Beautiful. I'm talking about Days of Our Lives. The Bold and the Beautiful edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.